Fixing one track from every Mario Kart in the series. Part 4. I think Mushroom Bridge mostly suffers from being a bit of an unremarkable track, even though it has a lot of charm with the bridge itself, the Wiggler bus, and even the little mushroom houses you see as you pass by. I really like the track overall, and if they did bring it back as is and just added a few railings to grind on, I wouldn't be mad personally. But with that said, I think a fun way to reimagine this track would be to change this turn right here. Instead of the normal highway route, the roadway and the houses swap places. The houses now end in a cul-de-sac, while the highway goes up and around where the old dirt road was. I think turning this whole area into a little mushroom suburb would be fun to explore in free roam too. The mushroom cul-de-sac has a bit more narrow of a line in its design, as opposed to the original's wider turn for drifting. The housing is an alternate route that has a boost ramp for you to jump onto the rooftops. The houses will have a series of ramps that are reminiscent of some other tracks like DS Wario Stadium in 8, but also have some guardrails for grinding to represent a balcony on top of some of the housing. This route allows for a fun and somewhat risky reward because falling off is a real threat. It also makes it harder for other racers to hit you, so taking this route has some good strategic elements to it. This parallels the final bridge shortcut pretty nicely too, and puts more emphasis on the verticality that is present in the original. This new route is slightly faster than the highway section, with a glider section after the series of jumps that will fluidly navigate racers back onto the highway to the entrance of the second tunnel. The differences between the two routes doesn't end here though. The rooftop route also has a sparing amount of item boxes with no double item boxes present. The highway route will have a standard line of item boxes that will give the player a bit more of a tough choice strategically while racing. These changes add some more charm to the track by making the cute mushroom houses more present in the track than just leaving them as a small set piece, which I think is a smart way to spruce up the track more by adding another engaging section that builds on its merits. Also, I wanted to state something else that really isn't a change but more of a confirmation. I'm reintroducing the bridge shortcut and the alternate pipe route that shoots you out with the double item box that was taken out in DS. And while I'm at it, this being a city track in a modern Mario Kart automatically gives it some more variety and routing on the track. Those buses you could do tricks off the tops of would be fun. We just have to make sure to add some glider ramp trucks that spawn in fairly frequently. It would be fun if when you landed on top of the Wiggler bus, its humps had a series of little tricks you could perform off of them. Maybe even make it a little wider and put edges you can rail grind on. I think it would be even cooler if the Wiggler bus was extra long this time around. It could be the introduction of an accordion bus to Mario Kart. It would be great because it completely isolates racers on one side of the road while also being a makeshift wall for people to ride on. It doesn't have to be exclusive to this one course either. Having them appear during intermissions would be a little cherry on top. As for the free roam and actually accessing the island through Grand Prix and Knockout Tour, I think adding a port on the inside of the track would be interesting. You'd have to boat across the ocean and pass under the bridge before driving up and through the port onto the track. And no, the bridge won't have the same rising ramp mechanic as the mock Golden Gate Bridge that leads to Crown City. On your way out, the rolling start will take you to the right of the track towards the alternate pipe path entrance, but instead of turning towards the pipe, there's a glider ramp that will send you back out to sea. This track had very interesting geographical aspects to it, which could